This is not my best angle. So I am back again. I look like I'm just a floating head, but it's the only place I could put my camera. I'm currently in line at Starbucks, so once I get my Starbucks, I'll kind of be able to start my day. It's already almost 2 o'clock, you guys, and I'm just getting out of the house. I've been in hermit mode for months now. I go out every once in a while. Just I don't know how to interact with the world anymore. But I did want to just kind of ease my way back onto YouTube. I know when I first started, I had like all these high hopes of everything working out and just kind of being able to vlog whenever I wanted. I had no idea that life was going to be full of twists and turns, even though the pandemic had just started. It was okay at first, and then it just kind of took a really downward spiral for me. And I had like a lot of issues. I keep moving the camera because I'm trying to find a good place, and there's really no good place in my car. Maybe I have to put you back right here. Oh, right here. This is a good place. Okay, so I had to take a break because it's really hard. You can see my double chin everywhere I'm at. You can see my double chin. How do people vlog in their cars? Because I don't know how they do it. Maybe right here. It's just like, you guys, I live in Arizona, you know, so it's kind of hot up in this beach. I can't have my, there we go. I can't have my air on because you won't be able to hear me, and it's hot. But I think that, where was I? Oh, so I had to take a break because I was going through a lot of mental things I was going through a lot of things personally in my life, and there was just a point where, like, when I was filming one day, and it just felt like I couldn't do it anymore. Like, I couldn't put up a front that I was okay. I would kind of like I would film things and I just wouldn't post them because it just felt so, I felt so heavy, my energy. But that was like around September where I was just really going through it. And I was living, so I was living in an apartment that I was not happy with. I wasn't happy where I was at, the location, the management of the apartment, the unit I was in. And I just felt like it was too much for me, and I didn't want the apartment in the first place. I only got the apartment because I had to really kind of move where I was at, and it was very last minute. I was really uncomfortable where I was at, so then I had to leave. I had like maybe 4 days to look for a place, and that's when the pandemic started. So I really just didn't know what I was getting myself into, and that's my fault. Should have maybe went about things a different way so that I would have been in a better situation, but you know, what can I do now? So I was super upset with that apartment. There was always things wrong. It was just so uncomfortable. It was just so, and I don't really like to say it, but it was ghetto. It was very ghetto. And I would have like drunk homeless people like just outside my apartment, and I don't care. Like, I grew up in not the best neighborhood, but there was never just drunk people hanging outside my door, you know, outside my window. And that was just one thing where I was just like, I'm done. So there was a situation that happened, and I lost my mind, and I was like, I'm getting out of this apartment. So I broke my lease, and I didn't have really anywhere to go, and I was like, I was to the point where I was like, I will live in a hotel. Like, I'll put everything in storage. I'll live in a hotel. And at the time I was working from home, which was a whole nother problem. And I was like, and I'll figure out my job if I have to go back work at the site. Like, I was over working from home at that apartment and dealing with that apartment, and a lot of things were affecting my mental health because I was crying all the time, I was overeating, and I was just really, really depressed. I can't see the screen.
Hi, thank you for choosing Starbucks. This is Kenzie. What can I get started for you?
Hi, can I get grande white chocolate mocha, iced white chocolate mocha, no whip?
You got it. What else?
And that'll be all.
Alrighty, 5:38. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay guys, that's my Kanye West tattoo if y'all haven't seen it. Okay. Anyways. So, I don't know how the lighting is because I can't see myself. So yeah, so I was like overeating, and I can honestly say I probably gained about 20 pounds, which is not good because if you've ever seen me in person, I'm 5'1". So every pound matters when you're a short person. And so I was going through a lot. So I was not happy with my job. I had taken a new job offer, which was kind of like a promotion, and I regretted it. I regretted it so much. I was so unhappy, so stressed. And then the whole apartment situation, it just felt like I was spending money to just survive at this apartment that I was not happy with. And I was also going through, like, I wouldn't say a relationship problem because it was definitely not boyfriend girlfriend situation, but I would say I was in a really shitty romantic situation, which I'd probably dive in deeper at another time. Right now I'm not trying to cry. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, but I was really going through it in the love department, and I couldn't pick up the camera and I couldn't fake it, and I would lay in bed. I would like lay in bed all day and cry. And so I really was like, oh, I want to enjoy my holidays, you know, like Thanksgiving was coming up. I love Thanksgiving. I love I love being like around my family, and I was just like, I want to cook. Like, I love cooking. And so I was trying to like get through the holidays. And what sucked is that I worked on the holidays, so I was like working from home, you know, working on the holidays, and it was whatever. So I ended up, after kind of around the new year, I moved in with my brother. So I live with my brother and his family, and I think I just kind of hit my wall. Like, not as easy to talk about as I thought it would be, but I think I kind of hit a wall where I got so, like, I think everything caught up to me, like everything that I was feeling, everything that I was going through, I think it just kind of hit me all at once. And the past couple months were really hard, but I think I needed that, because I was like, oh, I'm changing my life. So I started looking for a new job. I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed, and I got a new job. And I really like my new job. Like, I enjoy it because I don't deal with people really, and it's very like tasks, and so I can focus on my job. I can like focus on what I'm doing, and I don't have to like deal with like a million trillion different things at once, you know. Like, oh, it's such a relief. Like, I've already been doing it for almost a month now, and I'm just like so happy. I'm so happy. God, I feel like, not to be like over, you know, super religious, but I feel like God really was like pushing me out of the situations I was in, because I would like, if I wouldn't have had my breaking moment, I would still be in that apartment now. And if I didn't have my breaking moment, I would still probably be in that just shitty relationship, or, you know, having, you know, that everything led to like an eating disorder of like overeating, not eating for days, you know, overcompensating with coffee. Like, I would drink coffee to make myself feel better, because in my mind, like, this iced coffee is gonna make my whole day better. And now I don't depend on food and coffee and things, and I just kind of like, I drink it out of like pure enjoyment instead of like a dire need for it. Because I feel like I just wanted something to make myself feel better, and a lot of that too I did like with shopping and spending money, and I was just like, I would get a little high, you know, that little happiness, and then I would come right back down once reality set in. But I feel like a lot of things happen, and I just guess I needed it to happen so I could move forward. But I didn't think I was gonna talk that much, because like I said, I tried to film other videos maybe a month or two ago. Like, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't upload. I couldn't even, I look at myself in the video and I'm just like, oh my god, like, sis. And my skin was super bad, super bad. But even recently, you know, I got in a car accident, and my poor little car is like always going through it, and I'm just like, that was a bummer, you know. I felt like I had so much good going on, and then a step backwards. And then, you know, another thing happened recently, which I don't want to get into detail, but I really felt like, oh my god, like, now something else, you know. And I felt like giving up. I felt like I don't want to do this no more, you know. Oh my god, it's hot. Let me roll the window down a little bit. And I really felt like giving up. Literally last night I felt like giving up. I felt like I don't want to do this anymore. Why do I even try? Why do I even work so hard? Like, I have no support. And that's not entirely true. Like, my brother's family, my sister-in-law, and my niece and nephew, and my little brothers, they're like the joy of my life. Like, for real, they're the joy of my life. But I had like this moment, like, you know, they all went to the lake, and I wasn't really feeling like being social. I'm just not feeling like being social. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna stay home. And I clicked on a live on Facebook of this old church I used to go to. Hold on, let me get a coffee. Okay, let me set this back up. And oh, you guys, it's so hard. It's so hard to vlog in Arizona, because you know what? My camera is like getting hot, so I'm gonna turn off my car real quick. I got a free drink at Starbucks. It's a chai latte. Oh, that's good. Okay, anyways. Oh yeah, my drink. I get grandes now. I do not order ventis unless it's a refresher. But anyways, like, that matters. Like, that makes a difference. Let me see, maybe I have to hold the camera. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it because I don't like that angle, and I want to be right here. You can't see my little pink bun. But anyways, I I really just was so giving up on everything again, you know, because it's a roller coaster. It's not like one day you just wake up and everything's fine and you never feel sad again. No, that's not reality. I just was like laying in bed, and I got like a notification, and this is a church I went to like years ago, like I don't even know, like 6-7 years ago, and I still have like the church on my Facebook. So I clicked on the live, and I was just kind of like, oh, like, you know, listening to the songs that they were singing. And then they had a pastor on there. I don't know if it's like the actual pastor now, or he's just a guest pastor. I don't know, you know, I don't know. Moral of the story is, I clicked on the live, and on the live it was like on what he was talking about, I can't get my words out. What he was talking about was basically just like how, you know, the devil like wants to feed on your fear, like it wants you to stop your plans and stop everything and be scared when something doesn't go right, or something looks like it's not gonna go your way, or you know, whatever. And he used like an example of like a ship, like being on a ship, and you know, it's a shipwreck, like the boat breaks or whatever, and you know, if you know how to swim, you know, you'll swim, but if you don't, like, you're gonna float holding on to pieces of the boat. And he's like, you know, God wants you to hold on to like the broken pieces of the boat, whatever, you know. The point of, you know, what this all gets down to is that it felt like it was a message for me. It felt like it was directly, like I was meant to see that, you know. Like, I don't believe in a coincidence, especially like I just so happened to click on a live that I rarely click on those lives ever. For being honest, I just happened to do it, and it was really a message that I needed to hear. You know, I needed, like the police, I needed to hear that, and I think that really helped me kind of feel a little better. How it definitely helped me get out of bed today. I'm one of those people, like, I'll hide away from the world, and I won't show my face. I won't go out. Sometimes I won't even eat. Like, you know, it's hard. I think we get caught up in like seeing people's life on social media and being like comparing it, and especially if you're down and out and life is just kicking you in the freaking ass. Like, you're just down, like, it's hard not to get more sad when you're seeing like someone else be happy, and you're like, well, why can't I be happy, you know? And I think like we all go through things. Some people handle it differently, and you know, I have my way that I would go about things, which, you know, were more destructive than they were helpful. But that was a lot to say, huh, on a video that I'm like, hi guys, we're having a good Sunday. Anyways, I don't really have money to spend, so it's not like I can like go on this adventure and take you guys with me. I do have to pick up a Shein package for my dad, my gramps, and I don't want to hear him lecture me, because he's gonna be like, and your car, and you bought this in your car. Like, first of all, I didn't, you know, I think I bought the clothes before the car accident, like the day before or something. I don't know. Dad, if you ever see this, don't be mad at me. And a double chin is not the business. Let me know if you guys want to see like when I get laser hair removal. I can vlog that. Maybe not in the session, but you know, I can kind of talk about that experience. I could talk about, I don't know, whatever you want. I'm here for you. Whatever you want to talk about, we could talk about it. If you want some advice, We're having relationship problems. My friends, you know, they love to hear what I always have to say, to be honest, because if they didn't, they wouldn't tell me. I'm learning about finances. Like, I'm kind of becoming smart with money. Just nothing about cars. I don't know anything about cars. But we'll see what the rest of the day takes.